Well, welcome in, guys. Good to see you all. So, first off, thank you for coming in, guys. Great to see you all on board as always. I know Shark is still running there at the moment, so the few more will come in after that. So, first off, Andy, welcome in. Good to see you. American's favorite hoarder and Everyday Solars, welcome in. Good to see you guys. So, what has everyone been up to in the scrap gold recovery e-waste world? We want to find out what um, Everyday Solars has been up to. She said in the live in our premiere that she found something different. So that'll be pretty cool to see what that is. HH Recycling, welcome in. Good to see you, sir. Hope all is good. Paul Frost, welcome in. Don't forget, guys, on your way in, please hit the like. It does help because it may get a few more people to come in when when YouTube see that there's a few more likes going on to it. It might hopefully get a few more people in. That's the plan anyhow. I don't know. Will it work that way or not? Yeah, so what has everyone been up to in Scrap World? I was, what was I at today? I was, well, I've been working on some silver from Silver Milars. I don't know, Shark was talking about that last week, but I have some going there and I have more bits and pieces to add into it. I did say hi to Paul, didn't I, when he came in? I did. So I have more bits and pieces to add to that and maybe get a bit of silver going. Been taking a few bits and pieces apart, not doing an awful lot. I finally got over 9,000 subscribers, which is great. To get over the 9,000 subscribers, and as I look at it today, I'm at 9,426. So my subscriber count has been really grown in the last week. Most days I'm getting between 40 to 60 subscribers a day for the last while, which is brilliant. But it won't always be like that. Some weeks are better, some weeks are quieter. Yeah, so to you guys, what are we up to? Electronic Scrapper, welcome in. Have you started doing your fume hood yet, Electronic Scrapper? What's the plan there? Have you started? I know you're busy with work and family stuff. Great job. That's amazing. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. It was the last video I put out. That last video went semi-viral for me. Most of my videos get between 200 likes or 200 views and 1,500 views. And this video has gone up to 16,000 views nearly, I think. Or, well, it's definitely over 14. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure how many views it's got at the moment. But it's definitely been a bit of a good run for me, and it's drawn a lot more subscribers into my channel, which is great. So I'm not sure if there's any of them in here tonight or not. Who's in the, did I see coming in there? Mike's Meltdown, and I did start on the fume hood, refining 10 grams of gold today as well. Cool. Are you doing that using the Golex, is it, or that system? I started saving MOSFETs and silver contacts. Yeah, see, we've got you into that. What we lowered, Mike, lowered e-waste, not e-waste, Mike. What you call into? Yeah, I got over 9,000. Sammy. Sammy is just being on my TikTok lives. So Sammy came over from TikTok. So welcome in, Sammy. Good to see you. Yeah, over 9,000 subscribers here on YouTube, which is brilliant. What was I saying there? E. Matthews. Yeah, E. Matthews just be collecting all them small MOSFETs now and stuff. You see, we've got him in on that game too. I've done well with subs as well. I have gone up 2 in the last month. They all count. Oh, what is it's E-Waste Mike in the shed.
I heard my name.
Yeah, well, I was trying to say Ian Matthews. I said E-Waste Mike instead. I don't know why. I don't.
That's an insult.
Mike's Meltdown, welcome in. Welcome in, Philip, as well. Good to see you. And who else have we there?
Mike and Mike have joined the chat.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see if Shark joins in. What's his odds? Will he have an echo or will he have no echo? Taking bets.
I'm going 50% echo, 50 cents echo.
Scrapping Scotland has gone over 4K subs, which is brilliant for him. I have something to tell you about Scrapping Scotland later, but we'll wait till a few more people come in before we do that. Electronic scrapper work is slow, so it gave me a chance to ramp up refining. No Eco Gold X today. Okay. Everyday Solace is saying hi to EOS Mike.
Hello,
hi, welcome in. See you, Scrapping. Welcome in. Richard, welcome in. I will keep going, love you, my friend. I was down after posting the Ditch Whiskey short, but got some back. You upset some people, HH Recycling, you see, and they just deserted you. What have you been working on today, Mike Smeltdown?
I have been tearing down computers.
Okay.
And I still want to do a melt. And guess what? It rained all day yesterday and today.
Oh well, we've had great weather for the last week here in Ireland. It's been sunny, no rain, and highs of 19 Celsius, which is about 65, 66, I think, in year temperatures. So it's been good. No thing. So being able to do stuff home from the evening as well from work, it's still bright, so I can get out and get working on some stuff, which is brilliant. And I think this week coming is the same for us, no rain. So.
Yeah, I mean, temperature's been great. It's just every time that I have the opportunity to do a melt, it rains.
Wait.
Well, I seen K&D's video of his swimming pool that appeared in his back.
Yeah, his yard floods all the time like that.
Yeah, it was, and it's gone now. I seen a video today. It's all cleared.
He only lives 45 minutes from me.
Yeah, just across the lake.
Yeah. Across the river.
Across the river. Well, that's a lake. Is it not a lake that divides you?
St. Clair River.
Okay. I thought it was a lake that divided you. Okay.
Lake St. Clair is kind of like on the border.
Okay. What are you working on today, Mike? E-Waste, Mike?
A big black box.
From an airplane, yeah?
That is something. Actually, there's two of them. Got a lot of cool stuff in them, though.
Oh, it looks like there's a lot of boards in there, actually. Look at that. Well, it's sort of a mini server, isn't it?
Look at the main board.
Yeah, look at all them gold corner BGAs on it. And the tantalums. And them fingerboards, I presume they're all gold-plated fingerboards.
Probably.
Yeah,
there is a socket. They're in a socket. I've been doing switches for the last 4 days.
JRA Cash is saying we'll be over at Lake St. Clair next weekend. There you go. And saying that they have a lake out their back in their yard. I seen someone saying something about they have a lake in their yard. Oh, it's JRA Cat as well. Cold, wet, and rainy here. We got a lake in the backyard. Nice boards, E-Waste Mike. Merchant Metals, welcome in. Good to see you, sir. Merchant Metals will be back on his travels, I think he was saying in the chat next week or this week coming. So, safe travels, Merchant Metals.
Shark still running his mouth?
No, I don't think so. But he probably has to set up his setup so that he doesn't echo when he comes in.
Oh yeah.
Or maybe he's still running. I think he is still running, is he? No, he's not.
I left. It was about a minute or two over, and he was talking about coming over here and then looking through his chat to see if there were any more questions.
Oh, okay. No, he's probably setting up his thing. I've been doing power supplies for weeks and more to go. Okay, when you say power supplies out of the computers, is what he means, I presume. So you take all the copper bits off them. Do you micro scrap them just like E-Waste Mike loves people to do, or do you just cut the wire off them?
Right, micro scrap.
Shark is on the way, Ed is in. I picked up a wooden jewelry cabinet just for the need for another dresser. Now I have 2 pieces to refinish. Okay. Hey, WTF, Mike. I seen Mike was doing getting rid of some snow on his drive. I was saying to him, we have nice sunny weather over there, and he has snowy weather. Mike will scrap them, Richard does. Oh, they're the boards. Hold on, let me.
There's your fingers.
And what's on the other side? What's your on?
That's a better one.
That's a better one, yeah. Some nice.
Hey, nothing on the other side.
Okay.
So these are like high peripheral and low telecom.
Yeah. What's your scrap prices like this week since the copper drop? Have you brought anything in, or have you any noticed a drop in copper prices at the yard? I was seeing someone said in Shark Live that the copper went down $1 a pound, which was a big drop.
When I was there last week, number 2 copper was $3 a pound.
Okay.
So it's dropping. It is dropping.
Yes, I forgot. I can pick at work. So my work. No problem. Ed is in 9K. Yeah, thank you, Ed. Yeah, gone over 9K on the subscriber, which is good. And got past my 500,000 views on as well. I'm gone past 500,000 views. So that things took a bit of a boost towards the end of March there. So that was good.
How many subscribers do you need for the silver play button?
Oh, I still have to go. You have to get up to 100,000, isn't it?
Yeah, 100,000.
100,000 is where the first button starts. So if anyone out there has 100,000 subscribers and they want to send them my way, fire ahead. Or better still, just send me $100,000.
Just make your own play button.
Yeah, just make my own. I'll make it out of the gold when I refine all the gold.
Yeah, well, that's $1 million. So there you go.
Yeah.
And you can do the diamond.
Yeah.
Sure. Do anything you want in this world.
They're making them smaller as well, the play buttons. A lot of people are complaining that they're smaller buttons now.
Yeah, they said they changed them.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I'm ever going to have that issue that I have to worry about it.
Right?
Let me see. C.U. Scrappin said he got $4.15 for Bear Bride 2 weeks ago. Now it's $3. Whoa, that's a big drop. From $4.15 down to $3. That's over one. Oh my God, $1.15 a drop. And is all the yards in your area C.U. Scrappin gone to that price, or is it just the yard you deal with so far? No stickers, all right, yeah. Stickers. Don't mention the stickers. I'm not. It's like the play button. It's on the way.
With the relish.
With the. I was waiting for that one as well.
They're all coming together.
Back with copper right now. I'm sad to hear about the price drop. Yeah, I know that's the problem. You see, a lot of people were stacking up their copper because copper was going up, and people were saying, yeah, it's going to keep going up, and then we've got this bit of a hit. So hopefully things settle down and it gets back to a bit better price. Hey, welcome in, Patrick Williams. I like some of what the prices are dropping. Remove some of the riffraff from the yards. Now, you see, it's all right for you, William. See, you're one of the big bucks. But all these small bucks were maybe making a little bit of extra cash to pay their bills. So the big guys like you now all have it to yourself.
Yeah.
He's going to about to cash mine out for the range. Yeah, that's what I was just saying there. Some people rely on this money to pay bills and stuff, and if prices drop, this means they have to find the difference somewhere else. Adam is saying buy copper. Yeah, well, hopefully if people do buy copper and it goes up, but get it for free, it's even better.
The only thing that benefits me when it drops is I can buy the motors and transformers from the scrapyard a lot cheaper. That's the only thing.
Steven saying it's easier to get a Scrap and Irish sticker from Grandpa than it is for me. Yes, I give Kevin a rake of stickers to send out for anyone in America. If you contact Grandpa Kevin, he will give you some of my stickers. He has them over there. Drop it back down to 215 for Bear Bright. Couldn't be 215 for Bear Bright, could it?
Sure it could. Why couldn't it?
Oh, that's a terrible price. By the way, welcome in, Adam. Thanks for coming in. Ralph Morrick, welcome in. Here, Bear Bright is gone from 70 euro to 720 a kg in Ireland. Patrick is saying. We need beer. I'm hoping steel don't drop as well. Usually if one starts to drop, a lot starts to drop. Silver will go higher. I think personally as well, silver it will go higher. So maybe that could be something to look for. Do you start collecting the silver up and hope prices improve a bit? Because gold took a bit of a hammering as well. But hopefully that starts to recover back up. It's still over $3,000 or 3,000 an ounce. So it is. It was at $3,150 at one stage, but has dropped back to just over $3,000 an ounce. If you see some of the stuff I've seen in the last week, it took me 3 hours to unload waiting on the line. So everyone was bringing in their stuff, getting rid of it. Ed Graham says, "Sent you want a mine as well?" Ralph is saying, "Love you too, Mike." No problem, Adam. You're more than welcome in. So you are. Andy says, "Does anyone know if steel prices have recovered yet?" So what's steel prices like, guys, in your yards? Irish, I did that. Wanted your sticker on my wall. I must have missed it. Okay, I'll have to tell him. Steve got mine, Saulers's and Ian's from Grandpa Kevin. Cool. I separated a lot of copper from Bear Bright and Dirty today. Haven't been to the yards yet. Just going down through the chat. Anyone seen where scrapping with Grant's deck caught fire, melted the siding on his house? Pretty good. Didn't see that. I'll have to check it out. Shred is 200 down to 180. So shred went from 200 a ton here in Ireland to 180 a ton. Just going down through the comment to see if anyone else has anything there. Also, all your e-wasters, I hope you guys are doing some kind of gold recovery. Yeah, working on gold. I'm working on silver at the moment, actually, rather than gold. Jerry Cat Earl, welcome in. I think I can move in some of my wares if you like this. Scrap and Salvage, welcome in as well. So I think I'm caught up with the chat. So we're all caught up. So we're just waiting to see what people are saying shred prices are. Shred here is 140 for General Republic. I get 150. Okay. For a ton. 9 cents a pound in bad. Americans' favorite hoarder saying. Has E-Waste Mike just froze? I think he has. Oh, he's back. He's freezing.
He's buffering.
Buffering, yes. E-Waste Mike is buffering.
It's my party. I'll buff if I want to.
Your internet is failing. What's called William is saying he's getting 265.
I won't find out till Tuesday what mine is.
Yeah, American Favorite Order saying he remembers when it was like 3 cents a pound. So, and people were still bringing it in at that price. So, if you're getting 7, 10, whatever, 14 cents, whatever you're getting a pound, it's a lot more than what you were getting a few years back. So Watchcall is saying, Steve Scrapping is saying he needs steel to be around 200 a ton to be to meet his daily expenses.
Too many damn screws.
Yeah, but them boards are worth it. Look at them lovely boards.
I'll bring the bourbon up. I'll load it up to you.
16.
Also, I'm thinking of grinding up and melting my screen collection. See what when you say melting your screen collection, what do you mean by that? Adam?
No Ian, no Shark. What a lovely stream.
I knew you were going to say something at some stage about it. I did. I knew you were going to say.
Love it.
I knew you were going to say something. 520.
Still early though.
If I get 20 or 30 a trip, I'm okay. Pays for the gas and beer and like going right. Guy Teller, 50 ton, all that work for a ton, and you get away a minimum of 1 ounce. Not very bad. I don't know. Sure, what he's talking about there. Give away a minimum of 1 ounce. Not sure what you mean by that one. Ground up boards, correct. Again, I never ground. I don't. I know William. I think is William. Does he have a grinder and stuff like that? Does he? I think he might ground up some of his boards, e-waste boards. I know he does his wire. I'm not sure. Are you going doing something like that, Mike's Meltdown? Are you looking at grinding up your boards at some stage?
I ran a small batch through the hammer mill to grind them up. Yeah. I wasn't really satisfied with how they came out.
Okay.
Just because of the glass fiber in the boards, it really causes some issues. So I'm looking at other ways of recycling the full circuit boards. Right now, obviously, I'm depopulating the boards with my air hammer, which basically cleans them all the way down to the board. So all I've got to figure out now is how to remove efficient ways to remove the solder, and then efficient ways to remove the copper.
That's cool. Richard got his gold tested, and it came out as pure as could be. So that's good. One bin for 1 ton for $150. I like how Mike takes the heatsink off the boards without. Yeah, he was doing that last week as well. He was heating up the heatsink first, and then it allowed him to pull off the heatsink and make sure there was no caps stuck or no chips stuck to the boards.
Yeah, I have had that issue come up a few times when I go to pull a heatsink off. It takes the Gold Corner BGA with it.
No problem, electronic scrapper. He was saying there he'll try and pop up once the last person leaves where he's working. If anyone in the chat is from Canada, I'd like to know what their prices are. I've watched Canadian Treasure Hunter, and he said all his non-ferrous metals has dropped a lot. So HH Recycling is from Canada, so if he's still there, he might have some prices for us. Love the Indian scrappers. Yeah, the guys out in India, safety gear, safety masks, they're really on it. I got him back pure. He wants more. I told him. I told you so. Adam, E-West Mike is a sergeant. I wouldn't go that far. Welcome in, Lee. Good to see you. Adam Boom, Canada. I'm trying to see when Mike gets his board out, what's on the other side of the board. Oh, he's nearly there.
Are you doubting a professional? See, there are easier ways to do things other than with a hammer.
Yeah. Tell Ian Matthews that. Give us the prices anyhow, HH Recycling. Give us last week's prices if you have them there, and then we can compare them when we get next week's prices off you. That's a nice big board. And how many of them have you got? 2 of them?
Huh?
How many of them have you to break down? Just 2, is it?
No, I got like 4 of them.
Okay, not bad. Nice boards to break them down.
How many of you go throw in the back of my Suburban when I drive up?
By the time you get here, they'll be gone.
I'm sure we can find something else to throw in.
You can come get all this crap.
Don't tempt me.
I don't see it.
He's got
I don't see it here
470
yet.
for number 2. So, William, when you say you've got a big collection week, did you got a job to do and collect rake of stuff, or is it just advertise and you're doing something like that? Is it? Hey, Jeanette Pickering, welcome in. Shark Scrapper has just put in, he crashed his PC while troubleshooting.
What happened to a nicer guy?
74 cents for old aluminium. Okay, HH. Well, US Mike was saying it's very peaceful without you. You and Ian Matthews, he said. So it's a great screen. Not having the 2 of you.
There you go.
So he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gold corner VGAs on there.
16.
Is it 9? How many?
16 altogether.
Oh, same the other
man.
side. 8. Wow, that's nice.
The only thing I'm taking off of it is this and the tantalum.
I was about to say some tantalum capacitors on there too.
Yeah. Once I get rid of all the this big can full, then I'm not pulling them anymore. Done with them. I'm over it.
That is a nice board. Nearly as good as the boards that I used to like the boards that Ralph Morrick used to get from the induction hobs. They had loads of relays on them for silver. They were nice boards too. But now that he's retired, he won't be getting any more than boards.
I'll wait and see how much it's worth.
Oh, I just mentioned Ralph's name and he appeared.
Hello.
It was like
I just got home. I just sat down. I was talking on my phone. So, hello.
Yeah, I was just saying the boards you used to get from the induction hobs had nice relays on them.
Yeah, and really big aluminium heat sinks.
Yeah. They were pretty cool.
There's a dumpster placed behind the garage of my mom's place, and there were a bunch of computers in there.
Oh, he brought them. They made their way home to Ralph.
And I have a whole bunch of sucker sticks collected up again for you. So
sucker sticks again. So,
yeah.
And then boards, had they all the old boards, or are they pretty new?
They're Pentium 2 boards.
Okay. So older ones.
There's a couple of older ones, and they come with the slot processors.
Oh yeah, the older ones.
Yeah, I just pulled one of those apart yesterday with the slot processor.
My very first PC that I bought myself was a Pentium 3 with a slot processor. It cost me 6,000 guilders back then, which is about 2,200 euros now. Okay. But yeah, that was insane back then.
He said number 2 insulator wire went from 120. Oh, that's an awful drop. To go from 121 down to 35 cents. And dirty aluminium went from 43 cents to 10 cents a pound. As number 2 copper dropped like $2 a pound. Whoa, scrap prices are taking a bit of a hammer, and so.
Yes, copper went down by €1 over here. It's now 6.50 for a kilogram.
Oh, well, we're still, Williams put the price in. We went from 7.70 a kg down to 7.20 a kg. So we're still over the €7 a kg.
Oh, okay. Well, it went down by 50 cents a couple of days ago. And yesterday it went down by another 50 cents.
Oh, well, then
So
probably on Monday it'll be down by 50 cents. So
Yeah.
there we go. Sorry, I just had to book a holiday activities. We are away next week. Oh, very good for you, Solars. Welcome in,
Oh,
by the way,
nice.
Terry. Good to see
Have you
Terry.
ever seen this small one? Look at this size. A tiny.
Oh, yeah, I picked up a few of the small little ones as well.
Yeah. I was surprised. Never seen one this small before.
Yeah, two of the PCs I took apart yesterday. One was a Gateway computer and one was a CompUSA computer. I don't know if you guys are familiar with those names.
I know Gateway, but
I have not heard either of those names in at least 15, 20 years.
Yeah,
Both of them
Gateway.
went out of business.
Long time since I heard Gateway mentioned.
Both of them went out of business a long time ago.
What was the other make? Gateway and?
CompUSA.
Okay, never heard of that one ever.
That one was probably U.S. only. It was a chain store, kind of like Circuit City, that specialized in computers.
Okay.
I got a couple of them in my pile.
No, I haven't seen EUS clear. I've seen the video coming up, but I haven't watched it yet. So I said I was going to mention about Scrap in Scotland. Scrap in Scotland has done a scrap song, guys. So I'm going to share part of this scrap song with you. Let me find it first. Now, you might be quite loud, so put your headphones down. Let me see, can I find it? I think it's this one. It is. So let me hit play. I've already stopped kind of halfway, so here we go.
And I am just one. Scrap it ain't easy, but I'll do everything I can. I can. A little whiskey at the end of the day before I go. May not be Ian Matthews, but I still scrap in my shed.
Oh my God.
It don't make me no money, but it gives me peace of mind to know that I'll recycle each and every piece I find. And if I have a message to the world I'll leave behind, it's please recycle everything into your fellow man. Be kind, be kind. 'Cause scrapping ain't easy, and I am just one man. Scrapping ain't easy, but I'll do everything I can. Cram everything into my shed until it doesn't fit. I may not be like Thor, but I'll leave it better than I found it. Scrap it all. Scrap Rodriguez, E-Waste Mike, Bush Dog, scrapping Grandpa, Cruiser Mac, they'll all do the job. Big Country Scrapper, Ralph Mork, Scrap and Powder Man, scrapping Irish Scorpion, Everyday Solar Scrap Man, Dan. Scrap it all. Scrap Rodriguez, E-Waste Mike, Bush Dog, scrapping Grandpa, Cruiser Mac, they'll all do the job. Big Country Scrapper, Ralph Mork, scrapping Pallet Man, scrapping only Scorpion, Everyday Solar Scrap Man, Dan. Scrapping ain't easy.
that was awesome. Who made that? I mean,
That's
it's
just
AI generated, of course, but
Yeah, it was done by Scrapping Scotland, and his
Oh.
plan is he's going to release it and he's going to maybe put it up on Spotify or something like that, and any sales from it, he's going to do the same as Solars did. I think he's going to give it to the same charities that Everyday Solars did. So
Cool.
yeah, he sent it to me earlier today, so I think it's pretty cool. I didn't want to play the whole lot of it because if you want to hear the whole lot of it, you're going to have to download it when he puts it up.
The only bad part with that is he's gonna have to pay me for using my name without permission.
So where am I going here? I want to go back into the chat and see. So what do you reckon of it, guys? It's he wrote the lyrics, yeah. What's called Richard is saying he's got his lighter up. Hi, Matthew, welcome in. Gateway is still in business. I bought one from NSB Home Shopping Network last year. Okay, so it's probably owned by a different company now. They probably own the name, but Gateway themselves, it's probably made by someone else. Who wrote the lyrics? It was Scrapping Scotland that done the lyrics. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. He got a lot of the scrappers' names in. Even Ralph Warwick got a mention in it.
I was surprised. I didn't think I would be included with the scrappers, but yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. So it's a really catchy song. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I thought that was class. 6th Street Garage, welcome in. So we'll have to wait and see what his plan is. I'm sure he'll have it up on his channel. What his plan is to do with that that song. Okay, I've pulled my video and I got 257 for number 1, 67%, 194 for number 2, 295 for Yellow Brass, 227 for Copper Alley. Okay, so we'll see what your prices are like. Did he already said there what Scrap and Scotland said? Your name fitted into the slot, Ralph.
Oh. Awesome.
Gateway is apparently currently owned by Acer.
There we
Yes,
go.
correct. Acer owns a lot. Packard Bell is also owned by Acer. I used to work for Acer some time ago.
Yeah, the original company Gateway apparently dissolved in '98.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nitric acid or AP?
They dissolved in nitric, straight into nitric. They went to the Rogan.
No, Xenomorph blood.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Scrapping Scotland. It's pretty catchy, and you got a lot of scrappers' names in, and it kind of sums up every scrappers. Your sheds are full, and you can't give stuff away and stuff like that. It sums it up, like and you don't make much money out of it at the end of the day. 2 ways, Adams. Either edit it and process it as usual. I think you can make a card that plays at the start and at the end of your video. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. So I'm sure Scrapping Scotland will let us all know what his plan is with that song as time goes on.
I've actually made a theme song for my channel, which it automatically gave the title Ralph's Crucible, which I found kind of fitting. And then I was thinking, should I change my channel name to this? And I'm like, I don't know. The song is quite okay, but because it's a metal song, the vocals are all like somewhat difficult to pick up. But if I change it to hard rock, it becomes too soft in my. I don't know. It should be metal, but it's an awesome song.
Yeah, it's like Scrapping Scotland is that little bit of artistic to him. Like he done his poem that time, Scrapper's poem, and now he's got the Scrapper song done. So he's pretty cool.
What website was it again? Sona, Soma, something Suno? I forgot. Something like that, like 4 letters.
I was going to say that the vocals in that song sound rather similar to a group called Hellstorm.
Yes, and it also reminds me a bit of the Scorpions, or.
So that's what it is. It's a poem put into music. There we go.
The poem and the song are the same. Okay.
So I put it into music. There we go.
Suno, that one, Scrapping Scotland, indeed, yes.
It's in Fallout
Suno.
Boy. Another one saying
Fallout Boy, yes, kind of Fallout Boy,
Yeah.
but a little lighter, yeah. Also, Avenged Sevenfold and Fallout Boy sound very similar. Avenged Sevenfold is slightly more metalish. I don't think the band exists anymore, but they used to make great stuff.
someone said that he should have some bagpipes in the in there. Take estimate on how much water you added to your chemicals, then you will pull a chunk of ice out, measuring it up, and you will probably boil the water out and chemicals down anyways. Brother, I just put that short on repeat. I speed up my work without trying to do it. So welcome in, Lawfer, welcome in. Average love bagpipes, Ed is saying. US Mike, I need a pallet of those boards. Electronic Scrapper saying, when it comes to asking people what they are doing next week, I'm starting a new job. Tomorrow was the first interview in 20 years. Okay, Terry. So what type of work are you going to start be doing in this new job? If I don't want to know who you're working for or anything like that, but you can check it out or let us know.
I need a pallet of these boards.
Scrappers like metal. Yeah, 40 hours scrappers like metal.
So,
Hot scraps. What are you going to say, Mike?
I said I need a pallet of these boards too.
Yeah.
So this board, the way it sits, is $25, and then the finger cards that come out of it is $15. So there's about $40.
Just on that one thing that you have.
Yeah, this board and these boards.
That's good price, isn't it?
How much if you take all the Gold Corner BGAs off and you sell those to your refiner friend? How much then?
Then I get 12.5 cents a pound for shred. That's
how much you get for the Gold Corner BGAs? I mean,
I think they're like $3 something a pound right now at my one refiner. But I take the chip off the backing, so I get a lot more.
Yeah.
But like gold fingers, my one refiner pays $130 a pound for just the fingers.
Oh wow!
But when they're like this, I'll just sell them like this. You know, I'm not gonna downgrade the board for a couple little fingers because these are like $6 a pound.
And
that's great. Yeah.
And then boards, are you selling them to Board Sort, or where are you selling them boards to?
No, these go to my yard.
Oh, your local yard, okay.
They will end up at Board Sort because my yard sells the Board Sort, so eventually they'll get there.
Cool. JR Cat is clearing ground for a new shed, 30 by 40. Ooh, big shed. Trying to scrap.
Oh my fucking! Whoa!
Sure, Shark Scrapper is still fighting with his PC at the moment.
I hope he keeps losing.
There may be no live from Shark Scrapper next week. He may have destroyed his PC.
Nope.
Are you going on the gaming channel tonight, Ralph? Are you going to be
Yes.
Let me guess. It's going to be Minecraft.
Yes, there's more Minecraft. Yes. I will at some point do other games as well, but it's Minecraft is not something you play for half an hour and then you're done. It's an ongoing thing basically. The world is they once calculated the surface area of Minecraft, how big the world can be, and it's about 7 times the surface area of the Earth.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I was going to say a game I used to always love playing when I was younger was Age of Empires. Remember the Age of Empires?
Yes, that was great.
Yeah, there was another one, Caesar or something like that. Was another one where you built up the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
That was another one.
There was also Age of Mythology, Age of Conquest, well, a whole bunch of those. yeah. Cryptos
Everyday
are plummeting
Solar-
as well. Damn.
Everyday Solar's seen the movie, so she did. The Minecraft
I haven't
movie.
seen it yet because, well, going by myself is annoying, and I don't have anyone to go with. So I will probably somewhere next week. I should be able to get it for free off of the internet.
You want me to come over and go with you, Ralph?
Yes, please.
Alright.
Mike will fly all the way over just to bring you to the cinema,
I will.
so you can get the back row together.
Right. Anything for Ralphie.
Yeah. We can talk about blocks.
Yeah.
You
Hey,
can do your Jack Black impersonation.
Okay.
I am Steve.
Hey, if he went to the cinema, they'd probably let him in for free, thinking it's Jack Black went in.
Yeah.
They might.
Yeah,
Just make sure you put on a teal shirt.
yeah. And just sign some autographs on your way in, and just say, "Oh, I'm here to sign some autographs at the movie tonight," and they'll let you in.
I'm on it.
Flint and Steel. I wonder, can you still get the Age of Empire games? Probably not to run on Windows thing anymore. You probably have to get a what you call
Emulator.
Yeah, to play them.
I think it's on Steam. I'm not sure, but usually you need some type of emulator. I think you can get like a Windows 98 emulator on the current Windows or Windows XP or something.
Daniel is saying he played a mean pinball. Some of them old arcade games, if you can get some of them, the boards in them arcade games are really some nice gold legged pins in there, or chips in them, the ones from the 80s and the 90s. If you
Pinball machines from the 70s, those are awesome.
Yeah, if you can come across,
or the early 80s.
Yeah, if they're broken and they're not worth fixing up, take the boards out, guys. There's some really good chips. You'll get the EEPROMs, the gold-legged EEPROMs in them. You'll find some even CPUs in gold in them.
Come to the US, we can go to a drive-in. Oh, I've never been to a drive-in. We don't have those here. That would be awesome.
Well, see, we don't get the weather for drive-ins.
No, same here.
Yeah, at least in America, for a couple of months of the year, you're guaranteed it's going to be most nights are going to be, in certain parts, you can do outdoor drive, just do outdoor cinemas and stuff like that, which we don't have. Even though this week has been, what's the weather been like over there this week for you in the Netherlands? Right.
What? Sorry.
I was saying, what has the weather been like for you this week over there?
Weather over here. We had close to 20 Celsius. We had 22 at some point.
Yeah, no, the weather's been really good over here as well. We've been up on 19 Celsius, which is good for this time of year over here.
Yeah.
It's been really warm.
And I was working in the garage, and I opened the garage door because my mom wanted to go out with the bicycle, and I saw a huge dumpster there. And I took out a whole bunch of stuff the first time, and the next day I checked, and there was a whole bunch of extra stuff, and that's when those PCs were in there. Five PCs. There was even a CPU. Just this one was just laying in there.
I wonder, is it somebody that works in repairs PCs or tries to repair PCs?
This came from another one.
Oh, that's a nice one. Nice.
Yeah. And I got a black fiber one.
Yeah. Oh, there's some nice. So I'm wondering, is there someone that lives in your park or lives near your mother that works in a repair shop or runs a repair shop?
Well, these are really old, so I'm guessing it's either something that just was kept for way too long, or someone in the family died, like a grandpa somewhere who still had an old computer. Yeah. It has some important stuff on it. I've been taking the hard drives apart on Rafael's panel, and some have like holes drilled into them on certain spots. And there was even one, I'm not sure if I could tell, in the motor, I found a broken drill. It was like at an angle. It's really sharp. You could use it as a little scratch pen. And I thought, what the hell happened to this drill? And then I found the drill bit that was stuck in the
motor.
In the motor, the other half, which you could fit on there exactly. And then I opened the hard drive, and they only hit the motor, and the discs were still in perfect condition. So you would theoretically be able to put them in another
Swap it
drive
over.
and then still read the data. But yeah, who is going to do that for a unknown hard drive?
Well, someone is saying, Ed is saying, where's Ian today? Well, I think Mike said a prayer to the scrap gods to not allow Shark Scrapper and Ian up tonight, and they've answered his prayers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've answered his prayers. Well, I've got 10 pounds and bought back in 75 pounds. Got rid of, I think you meant to say there. Got rid of 10 pounds. Yeah, you cleared out a rake of stuff out of your home there, Ralph, and now you have a rake of stuff back in again.
Yep. Yeah. Well, this is going to be gone within 2 days at least. So I'm going to be doing some scrapyard runs in the next week, but I'm not taking in my copper.
No, not with the prices down where they are.
Yeah.
It's only if you have no choice and you're using that to pay bills and stuff like that. But anyone that's doing it as a hobby and don't need to be bringing it in, I can't see anyone cashing in the copper for the next couple of weeks to see what happens with the pricing. Hopefully it gets back up a bit. It's
Yeah, hopefully crypto goes back up as well. I was lucky that I sold a bunch the last peak. So I was able to buy stuff back way cheaper when it went down again. And I'm thinking, oh, I did well. And then it went way lower even. So now I am no longer in profit, unfortunately.
Yeah, everything is taking a hammer at the moment. Gold is down.
I didn't expect this.
No,
If this keeps up, I might have to start working again next year. I don't want that.
You might even have to start working before the year is up.
Maybe even that. Yeah, if things keep going down, but
yeah, if things keep going down and prices start to increase on stuff, then that might be a bit of a problem, a bit of an issue. What are silver prices like? Let me have a look. I didn't look at the silver prices today. So silver prices are down 14% at the moment on what they were for the week. So silver's down 14% for the week. It's down 10% for the month. 6% for 3 months. 8% for 6 months. And on the year, it's still up 5% for the year. But prices are down at the moment. As in the last week, they've dropped 14% on silver as well. And gold, Shark was saying the gold prices. So here, at one stage during the week, gold was in euros 2,925, and now it's down to 2,776.
Yeah, silver's a little below $30 an ounce here, and it's kind of stable at that $29.50 range right now.
Yeah,
But we'll see what happens early part of next week. And I need to call the local coin shops and see what they're selling it for, so that I understand what the premiums are on it.
Yeah, no, because like at one stage, gold had dropped back to it was at 2,742 euro an ounce. So it's come back up a bit, but it's nowhere near where it was at 2,925 at the start of the week. So it's taken a bit of a hammering on it, which is a pity. But hopefully it comes back up a bit. Yeah, the tariffs have kicked in. Gold is gone. Fort Knox is empty. All of that. No, I don't think Fort Knox is empty. But it's the uncertainty. People don't know, and when there's uncertainty, there's always fluctuations in the market, in the commodities. Everything fluctuates for people, and then if people panic too much and stop spending, that has a knock-on effect as well. So people all of a sudden have stopped buying stuff because they're thinking, oh, well, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not going to spend any money now. I'm not going to buy that, whatever. And then that has a knock-on effect. So it can be like a snowball rolling down a hill, and by the time it gets to the bottom of the hill, it's an avalanche.
yeah.
You know.
I saw the writing on the wall. I made my major purchases in 2024.
You know, but right, you see, you made your major purchases, but you don't know what's down the road that you have to buy that you haven't planned for. You know,
True, but I took care of what I knew I was going to have coming up.
Yeah.
I wish I sold all my crypto, like all of it, in December of 2024. Then I'd be sure that I didn't have to work this whole year, next year, and the year after.
Yeah, but see, we're as people, we always think things. If we sell everything, we'll regret it because things will go back up. It's like the copper.
Yeah.
We're saving our copper because we think prices are going to get higher again, and then all of a sudden they drop, and you go, "Oh, why didn't I sell it while it was up at that price?"
Yeah,
So, you know,
always
it's just the way we are.
hindsight. It's always hindsight.
It's just the way we are. We always think. Mike's meltdown put us. I was wondering what it went very quiet, Mike. You do have a lot of little static in your sound. I noticed because when you press the mute button, it goes very quiet. Oh, Shark is saying great timing to need a new PC. You don't
I've got
see
an
the Chinese
XP computer downstairs that I know works if you want that one.
I don't mind about prices of my stuff. Yeah, again, if you're getting the stuff free, it doesn't really matter if prices drop because you haven't paid for it. It's only if you're buying stuff you have to be very careful. Like anyone that bought, we'd say, copper wire. Say you're buying copper wire and you bought it at a certain price last week, and you were hoping to sell it to your scrapyard, and then all of a sudden the price has dropped. The copper wire you're after paying for, you probably lost money on. So that's where you get caught out. But if it's free, it doesn't matter if the price drops. It hasn't cost you anything. That's why I do have a saying: if it ain't free, it ain't for me.
Yeah.
Now, Mike was saying earlier, with the prices down, he's probably going to buy some motors from his scrapyard now when the prices are down. I think that's.
I'm not sure I'm able to buy stuff from my scrapyard. That would be nice if I could.
Yeah, so Mike is hoping to get the motors at a better price, and then if prices go back up, he'll have Fed money on it. Welcome in, Harold.
Yeah, but anyways, Mike is an idiot, so.
Well, I know that we say Ian Matthews buys copper wire to strip it. He buys it from an electrician. And again, I don't know now what has he bought some last week? Because if you bought it last week at a certain price and now the scrapyards have all dropped their prices, will he just break even or will he lose money on it?
Tony from LC Signs. Yeah, I love that guy. He's funny.
He is so funny. So he is. He'd almost make me want to buy a sign from him.
Yeah.
Hooked it up and it didn't work. I checked the breaker and it was tripped. Think I scrapped a working dryer. Go man. And the whole saving the art aspect.
Just tell yourself that the old dryer tripped the breaker, so there was something wrong with that old dryer.
Yeah, the breaker wouldn't have tripped if there was nothing wrong with it. Simple as. I actually never see much. Just as someone mentions it there now, I never see much videos of Chinese people doing scrapping out videos. Now that you mention it, I see loads of videos from India and places like that, but you don't never see any Chinese videos. And again, they have a lot of waste over there. I'm sure e-waste and scrap, but you never see them. But again, they probably have their own version of YouTube over there, so they don't use YouTube. It's probably banned in China. Or start, Shark Scrapper's about ready to scrap his PC out. So well, at least you get some boards out of it, Shark. Made me feel a bit better as I slap my forehead. TikTok. I don't see them on TikTok either, even though TikTok is owned by a Chinese company. I don't see any Chinese guys doing.
I don't use TikTok.
Well, yeah, US TikTok, yeah. I took apart my first breaker this week. The silver dot was a good size. That's good to know. American favorite order. Hey, throw everything in the shredder there.
I got a feeling that Shark is just making excuses because his system was working fine for his thing.
No, but he has to adjust it for mine, you see, because he gets the he gets that
the
echo.
So he's just embarrassed because he still hasn't figured out what to do with the echo, so he's making all these excuses.
No, I think what he was trying to do there was probably just software updates, and now he's it's stuck on it, and it can't go any further. Those silver buttons are very mean. Chinese don't have time to video. America keeps sending them e-waste by the. Well, I think China stopped taking a lot of e-waste from all over the world. I know they've stopped taking a lot of plastic from places, and they're not taking any more plastic recycling stuff because they just have so much.
More steel.
There are actually videos about where a lot of the old e-waste used to go in China. It was kind of funneled into one very small area in China, and a lot of the soil is contaminated now because of the way that they were recycling the things and all that kind of stuff. So it caused a lot of problems, and that's why you don't really see it, because it's the area is really an environmental nightmare now. Yeah,
and again, as Swatchko was saying there, hard oil tires. You used to take a lot of the tires for recycling. I've seen a video where they used to take a lot of the plastic, like the light plastic bags and stuff like that, and all you could see as far as your eyes could see was them piled up, and there were ones that couldn't be recycled. So people were sending them stuff that couldn't be recycled, and then they had to try and get rid of it. So they stopped taking stuff in altogether, and they're telling other countries you're going to have to look after your own recycling going forward.
And we all should.
They're probably generating so much waste now themselves they don't need to be bringing it in from other countries, because at the time they needed to be bringing stuff in because they needed copper, so they wanted as much stuff in so they could get the recycled copper, steel, aluminium, all that sort of stuff. But now they're probably manufacturing so much stuff themselves they don't need to be doing it anymore.
That's right.
That's right.
I mean, the plastics is another good example. If you take your recycling to a recycle center, only about 10% of the plastics that you take there are actually recycled here in the U.S. I know other countries like Germany, I think, has a much better system over there for recycling plastics, and they do a lot more with it. But we just have not figured this shit out.
Well, as time goes on, we're going to have to figure it out. Every country is going to have to figure out their own recycling, I think, and get better at it and make sure that we're getting more of it. Hey, we have Electronic Scrapper. Welcome in.
Hey, good day, sir.
Good day. So, have you dropped your gold yet?
No,
We'll drop your gold.
No, not yet. No.
Has no idea how to handle oversized waste plastic to leave it, and see, that's a lot of people. But people are going to have to learn how to recycle all this stuff. Because landfill sites, a lot of places I see here in Ireland, especially, they're saying they're not going to be making any more landfill sites. Everything has to be recycled properly. So it's something that we need to get better at. And again, we have our recycling bins to come, and what they're saying is people are not putting the right stuff into the recycling bins, and then when it arrives at the recycling centre, they can't recycle it because someone has thrown a pizza box in which is covered in grease, and that can't be
Yeah.
recycled, contaminated. The other stuff that's in the bin would it, and that can't be recycled in, which I find a bit weird. But anyhow, you know. So what are we at today, electronic scrapper?
Work slow, and I'm just enjoying the day.
Okay.
Working on a fume hood.
Yeah, cool. I can't wait to see that fume hood when it's finished. I can't wait to see it actually in work, doing something. Wish it was mine, but it's for scrap it all, just a few grams. But yeah, hey, they all add up, Richard. Them few grams, they all add up. That's how many grams did you say you were working on, electronic scrapper?
Yeah.
10 grams. So there we go. You know, would it be nicer if them 10 grams last week's prices than this week's prices? You know, but we'll eventually get there. So, and you didn't use what process are you working on? What are you using?
I'm just cleaning up some 10 grams of gold I had dropped before. Just cleaning it back up.
Okay. And what are you using? Are you using Aqua Regia, or what way are you working on it?
Yeah, I'm using Aqua Regia. The first drop I just used potassium nitrate. This time I'm just, you know, it doesn't take much nitric in Aqua Regia.
Cool.
And drop it out, and I've got some other stuff that, you know, so I'm actually going to sell some of my gold.
Oh, you're going to sell some of your gold?
Yeah.
Oh. Are you going to wait a week and see will the prices come up a bit, or are you just going to sell?
We'll see. I don't know. You know, I get about 90% of spot value, so.
Okay. And if you don't mind me asking, where do you sell? Do you sell like to gold dealers, or do you sell to jewelry shops, or where do you sell to?
I sell a place out in Texas.
Okay.
I mean, it's still $3,000 an ounce. So
yeah, no, it's still better than it was this time last year. You know, simple as it's still up on this time last year. So it's nothing to be sniffed at. No, I just wonder where you sell to, because I know some people sell to coin dealers. I know some people that sell to jewelry shops, because jewelry shops, if they're able to test it and they're happy with it, they use it for doing repairs. Use it in or making gold jewelry themselves and stuff like that.
The most of the jewelry shops around here, they're more interested in the karat gold for the repairs.
Yeah.
Not 24 karat gold.
Yeah. Because most jewelry is like 14 karat or 18 karat, whatever. So the 24 karat, they wouldn't be too interested in, you know.
Yeah, they end up giving you a lower price for it. So at least around here.
I shall be back.
Here, the recyclables go to landfill just as often as they actually go to be recycled. Yeah, that was the problem here in Ireland, but they have changed that around a bit, I think, and especially over our side, most of it now go. Most people you see, they have big recycling bins outside their houses now, and they only have smaller landfill bins. So that's a good. Considering that stolen gold infested with other metals, third-party sales, pyrite gold in dumps. There's probably a lot of less 24 karat gold, and there's claim to have audit codes covered. Yeah, well, it's hard to know. We have a gold buyer near me, but they paid me 70% of spot. Oh, that's very low. Most good places will give you 90%. I've seen some places give 95% of spot price, which is good. You know, so if I was you, Richard, I'd see where else you could get maybe a better price, and at least then you can go back to who you're dealing with and say, look, at such and such place are going to give me 85% or give me something else, and then it might come up a bit on the price. Anyhow, I'm going to go around and ask everyone what their plan for the week is, but just as I was about to do it, West Mike walks off, and he was the first one in the line. Walks off. Here he comes. What's your plan for the week, Mike?
Why are you yelling at me?
I was saying, what's your plan for the week? I was just about to ask you what your plan for the week was, and next you started walking off down the floor.
Oh, not much. I'm going to the scrapyard Tuesday. I have a small pickup Tuesday, and then I'll be back in here doing some more switches.
Okay.
That's
so-
it.
And are you going to look to see if are you going to think about buying any motors?
Not this week.
Okay.
I guess.
You wait for the prices to fall even more.
No, the problem is I don't have any room. I'm
Hold on.
full.
Let us look. Let us all look.
I'm still full.
Okay. Yeah, pretty full.
So,
Plenty of work.
well, when I buy that stuff, I buy it. What the hell happened there? I buy it in pallets and Gaylords and all that stuff. So they just load the box right in the truck. So I don't have no room for that stuff. So if not this week, next week, I might go down to Ohio and rob a couple people. I don't know.
Yeah, just wait for him to get this extra 10 grams of gold there and then rob him.
See if I can catch a couple people off guard.
Yeah. Just wait till he drops this 10 grams of gold. You don't want to go too early.
The bad part is I know where he lives, so. But that's it.
Okay. What's going on? Who's next? Well, I'm going to have to go to Electronic Scrapper because that's gone. Mike is gone there. So, Electronic Scrapper, what's your plan for the week?
Well, work-wise, not a lot of work going on at my work. It's slow this time of year for it. I am putting together a truckload of circuit boards to go to board sort. I will be finishing up your video for the RAM.
Okay, the one I wanted to see the comparison between the Gold X.
Yeah, it's about 3/4 of the way done.
Okay, that's cool. I'm looking forward to seeing that one. So I am. So that's your plan. Oh, anything else you want to tell us about Electronic Scrapper before I go back to Mike's Meltdown?
Nope, it's all Mike now.
Mike's Meltdown, what's your plan for the week?
I got some more computers to tear down. Got a bunch of videos to put up. Next video is going to be scrapping a Funlux DVR and then dropping some tin with some iron. And then I've got to depopulate boards and start processing for some gold.
When you say dropping tin with some iron, where did the tin come from?
This is a continuation of that stannous chloride that I had.
Okay.
That I used the electrolysis to pull some tin out, and then I did a quick. This is all of a 3-minute video that I've got going up next Saturday, where it's a time lapse of me dropping a piece of iron in to see how that worked.
Okay. Just wondering about that, about the because tin price is fairly pricey, so
Yeah, it's about $34,000 a ton here.
Yeah, so if you can, so that's like so what do you say 34? So that's like $34 a kg. Am I right? I am right. Yeah, $34 a kg. So that's a really good price when you compare it to copper.
Mike, does your yard have an XRF gun?
I do not.
No, does your yard?
I don't know if my scrap dealer does at all.
Okay.
Okay.
It'd be
Mine
interesting.
does, and it's nice because they'll XRF the buttons, I guess.
Yeah. I do have a company that's going to do some XRF, some samples for me. I've just got to send them the samples, and then they'll send them back to me after they do the analysis.
All right.
Okay. Right, Ralph Morrick, plan for the week.
Not that much. I'm gonna clean up this mess here, and when I have enough collected, I will probably do a scrapyard run. And if enough space has been created, I might continue on finally working on a casting video again.
Okay, pretty cool. Okay, so that's your plan. for the
No
week.
real
Okay.
plans. And on my gaming channel, more Minecraft. Yeah.
More Minecraft.
Hey, no. Send me your gaming channel in Messenger.
In the messenger.
Yeah.
Here, I can also just put a chat
I
in
said
here.
Messenger.
Okay. Okay.
Right, okay. my plan for the week is I might have a video out during the week. I'm not sure yet. I'm a bit like Ralph now. I'm not sure. I want to thank everyone that got me to over 9,000 subscribers.
Oh yes, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys. I appreciate that. And I have a video nearly finished, so probably will be out this week. So if you can check that out, it would be great. Appreciate everyone that's been in. Don't forget to hit the like, guys, on your way out if you haven't already done it. And hopefully we will see you next Sunday. I'm putting the link in for Solars there. So that's the link for Solars' live. And Ralph?
I say scrap you all later.
Bye-bye. Thanks for